Good morning, guys. Okay, so I have an update on the University of Texas arrest. Some of you may recall this happened back in November the 11th. And I made my complaint. They found it a bit more involved than they initially thought it would be. I have to say that it was an interesting process. I followed it, and there were some issues along the way. Had a little bit of harassment from some officers, and apparently that the chief there took some action on that. Now, the chief at University of Texas Police is named William Adcox. He is the brother of the chief of police at LaPorte PD. So I was interested to see how these two different police departments run by brothers would handle the matter. Sadly, I've not been impressed with the leadership at the University of Texas PD here in Houston. I know that they do a lot behind the scenes, and they're not very open about that or transparent about that, and I think that that's unfortunate, because if they were, my confidence in them might be a little bit higher. That's not to say that all is bad there. It's not. Just that my belief and confidence in them up there is a little shaky. I will say that the head of their internal affairs division, his name is Charles Dunn. I have a lot of confidence in him. I have a high level of confidence in him. He's very communicative, and I think that he is in a very good place for what he does. And all right, so on to the letter that I got back from. Y'all can see that, but it's UT Police. All right. Dear Sir, be advised that complaint number AC 2016-0114, filed by you November 22nd, 2016, alleging misconduct committed by Inspector Stephen Happ, Lieutenant Mark Smith, and Sergeant Eduardo Rodriguez, has been thoroughly investigated. Please accept this correspondence for your files as your official notification of the outcome of the investigation. Findings. Your allegation that the above listed officers violated your state federal constitutional rights has been determined to be unfounded in light of the facts, circumstances, and pertinent statutory and case law in existence at the time of the incident. Keep in mind, this was before Turner versus Driver, and this is kind of typical. There are a lot of lawsuits that got dismissed after Turner versus Driver because the lawyers started spouting this thing of, well, there was no existing law, blah, blah, blah. But let me go on. All three listed officers, along with three other officers, were found to have sustained violations of department policy. Actions taken. Now, most PDs will not give me the action that they took, and they, under the government code, they don't have to. So I will say that they listed here what action was taken, and including what action was taken against the officers, and I commend that. I highly commend that. I think that it's a step in the right direction. They don't name which officers received what punishment, but you know, the fact that they do release the fact that there was punishment in what they did, I think that is a good thing. I think it's a step in the right direction. So, actions taken. At the conclusion of the investigation, Chief Adcox appointed an administrative review committee to review the investigation and make recommendations on corrective action. In making his final determination, Chief Adcox considered the recommendation of the ARC committee, and after careful review and consideration, Chief Adcox ordered the following actions taken. 1. officer received a 5-day suspension without pay. 3 officers received written reprimands. 2 officers received written counseling, and all UTMD police officers, commissioned police officers, received additional training. With your receipt of this letter, this administrative investigation is now closed and no further actions will be taken. On behalf of Chief Adcox, I want to take this opportunity to thank you again for bringing this matter to our attention and participating in the investigative process. If you have any questions in the future, do not hesitate to contact me, Charles Dunn, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So what you guys don't know about this incident is that there were other things going on behind the scenes. There were some officers that were publishing personal information or giving out personal information to unaffected parties. There was a little bit of harassment going on, and I commend the department for taking action on that. This is unacceptable behavior from professional police officers. We expect better. We demand better of these people, and rightfully so. And when they rise to the level that we expect, they need to be commended. And when they fall short, it needs to be recognized and corrected. And all in all, I think that UTMD, the University of Texas Medical Branch, I think they did pretty good. Not 100%, but I'll give them 90%. What happens after this? I don't know. I'll hand it off to the lawyer. Whatever the lawyer does, he does. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. So there is your update for the arrest in November. You guys have a safe day. There is another FBI video coming Monday that will piss you off again. It is a different location. And there is another video coming the following Monday from the FBI that will piss you off again. So this is Get Pissed Off by the FBI month, and we're going to work it. I will see you guys again soon. You be safe, and always, always video your interactions with police for your safety.